My project this time is a CPU cooler for my test bench. My test bench was built on a limited budget, so whenever I tried to test anything and run heavy loaded stress tests, the CPU would fall out first, causing issues with the rest of the build. To solve this, I need a new CPU cooler, but instead of buying one, I decided to make one. I had experience making coolers for PCs with my custom graphics card cooler, but it had multiple issues such as using the wrong material and not knowing about manufacturing margins. I also forgot to put screw holes in it and I had to manually tap. To determine the type of CPU cooler I made, I considered multiple options. The first option I considered liquid blocking, but it was too expensive and unnecessary. And my second option was a side to side and top down cooler. I considered both, as both were pretty good to make and had really good effects, but in the end, I decided on the top down, as with my current PC setup and airflow setup, it would provide the most efficient cooling. To fix my issues I had when I was doing GPU cooler, I decided instead of using internal taps, I decided to use nuts to hold the screws in place so that this time it would work. I also decided instead of using bronze, which had a really bad thermal conductivity and was another mistake, I used a copper base to have better thermal conductivity and an aluminum top sink for better heat dissipation. For a fit test, I decided to 3D print a fit test model. I put it in the PC and found out that some capacitors were blocking my way and it was blocking proper contact. To fix this, I designed it so the capacitors could stay without blocking the cold plate. I did this by making the cold plate smaller with arms to hold it in instead of just four screw holes at the edges. To maintain aesthetics, I decided to put a large 120 millimeter Lanley Infinity SL LCD fan on the front. This would provide the best airflow, as the old fan was only a 40 millimeter, and putting a 120 millimeter on it would provide way better airflow, and the LCD would provide really good looks. I CNC'd everything out, and in the end, this project was a really good success with an insane CPU cooler that had good looks and really good temperatures. It was not passing the 60 degrees thermal throttle anymore and performing way better.